Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Jury's Insights channel. So today in this video we are going to discuss about AP lawcet syllabus. Actually, in the last video we discussed about AP lawcet examination, more pattern, eligibility and qualifying marks for AP lawcet examination. So now in this video we are going to discuss in depth of AP lawcet examination syllabus. Actually, syllabus plays very important role. So for any examination we need to know syllabus of that examination. So let's start this video. So actually in that video we discussed just the topics of lawcet examination. So first one, part A. So before discussing about the syllabus, actually we need to know there will be 120 questions for 120 marks. So each one question carries 1 mark and no negative marking. As we discussed, no negative marking. And finally, there will be duration is 90 minutes. To attempt 120 questions, the duration of the lawcet examination is 90 minutes. So let's move. Part A. In part A, there are two topics. One, general knowledge, and second one, mental ability. So firstly, we discuss about general knowledge. So general knowledge is of two kinds, legal and static. So general subtopics is first one, Indian history and geography. The questions will be asked from Indian history and geography. So second one, economics. From economics also some questions will be asked. Indian politics. So Indian polity. From Indian polity also some questions will be asked. And fourth one, science and technology. You don't need to worry because the basic questions will be asked from these subtopics. So general knowledge, our general knowledge topic is completed. After general knowledge topic, we will cover mental ability. So let's go to mental ability. Actually, we wrote AP lawcet examination to enter into 5 years and 3 years LLB. So the syllabus will be same, but in 3 years LLB examination, the syllabus same, but the questions will be asked in depth. In 5 years LLB, the questions will be basic questions will be asked. So part B, mental ability. So part A lo mental ability. Second topic, mental ability. In mental ability, first one, data interpretation. Data interpretation and second one, reasoning. So questions will be asked in data interpretation and reasoning. So mental ability subtopics are data interpretation and reasoning. So how many marks in cover in part A means 30 questions. So as we know, each one question carries 1 mark. So mental ability and general knowledge covers 30 questions, which means 30 marks will be covered in part A. In these topics, 30 marks will be covered. So next our part B. Next part B. Part B. Let's see part B, current affairs. Current affairs is most important. So part B covers 30 questions for 30 marks. So let's see what questions will be asked from current affairs means the main topics are international and national events. So for example, G20 or any summits which India participated. So from this, the international and the national events will be covered under current affairs. And second one, awards, honors, or any sports. From these topics, current affairs will be covered, and part B consists of 30 questions. As we know, 30 questions and each question carries 1 mark. For 30 marks, part B questions will be asked in the examination. So next one, part C. One of the most important topics will be covered in part C. So part C deals with legal aptitude. Actually, we are writing examination for to join in law, right? So from legal aptitude, there will be 60 questions for 60 marks. You need to more concentrate on legal aptitude. So let's see what subtopics will be covered under legal aptitude means. First one, most important, Indian Constitution. So from Indian Constitution, they will ask fundamental rights, fundamental duties, Directive Principles of State Policy, DPSP in shortcut, Directive Principles of State Policy, amendments, articles, and schedules. So, from fundamental rights. So, fundamental rights, they ask like they mainly concentrate. Article 12, Article 12 deals with the state, as we know. Article 14 deals with equality, and Article 19 freedom of speech. Article 21 right to life, and most important article in Indian Constitution, as we call this heart and soul of Indian Constitution, Article 32. As we know, Article 32 deals with writs of Indian Constitution. So writs, what are the writs? Habeas corpus, mandamus, quo warranto, prohibition, and certiorari. So one question will be asked about writs. So one of the important topics is fundamental rights under Indian Constitution, and we know fundamental duties, directive principles of state policy, recent amendments, articles and schedules. Articles and schedules. So Indian Constitution is covered. Next, second. First one is Indian Constitution subtopic, and second one is law of contracts. So law of contracts. One of the major subject in law. So contracts, valid contracts and voidable contracts. I'm giving you just an example that what type of questions will be asked. So just an example, okay. For law of contracts, these will be asked. Like these questions will be asked, okay. Next, after law of torts, next one, third one, torts. So this time I'm meaning you means civil wrongs. Torts means civil wrongs. So what are the civil wrongs like trespass, like liability of state, vicarious liability or strict liability, like in that type the questions will be asked. And let me give an example for this means, if a public servant of a state has done anything wrong, so what is the liability of the public servant, like that questions will be asked in the examination, okay. So Indian Constitution, law of contracts and torts. There is another one major and most important subtopic is sections or any principles. So some sections will be asked from BNS. Actually, IPC is replaced by BNS 2023. If you are going to write examination after 2023, so in this year you are going to write the examination, the questions will be asked about BNS, not IPC. So mainly what questions will be asked means section 100, culpable homicide. Actually section 100 deals with culpable homicide, and section 101, murder. So murder is considered as the one of the most serious offense in BNS. So murder is most important section. So they will ask directly like which section deals with the murder. So section 101 under BNS deals with murder. So after BNS, another important is legal terms. So legal terms. Legal terms will be asked. So legal terms means, so actually we know some legal terms like law is a legal term, advocate is legal term, advocate is a legal term, lawyer is a legal term, law, advocate, lawyer, abatement. These are all legal terms. So law means a set of rules and regulation. Advocate who has enrolled in Bar Council of India, and lawyer means who has completed his law degree. And abatement means a person who encourages to commit an offence. So these legal terms will be asked in lawcet examination. So this is the syllabus. And one more thing, legal maxims. So legal maxims will be asked. Legal maxims. So let me give an example. Legal maxims. Quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. So quid pro quo means consideration. Okay. So this is all about syllabus for lawcet examination. Now what we see from part A, 30 questions will be asked, and part B, 30 questions, and part C also 60 questions. Okay, part C 60 questions. So total 120 questions. You need to more concentrate on part C. Why? Because part C covers 60 questions, which means if you concentrate on part C, you can easily get more score in part C when compared to part B and part A. So actually there is no negative marking, right? If you 120 out of 120 questions, you attempted 90 questions. Okay, so you attempted 90 questions and some questions got wrong, and your score is 60. So your score is 60 marks. So there will be no negative marking. You will be given 60 marks only, no negative marking is there. So this is all about the syllabus. And if you want any updates or any more, if you want any questions related like what type of questions will be asked in lawcet examination, or you need any syllabus in depth, you please comment in the comment section. I will make sure to prepare it for you. So actually from in my videos most people commented like how to join in SV law college or any law college, how to join, what's the process to join, is there PG available or any hostel facilities for girls. I had seen all these comments in my, yeah, in my videos. So I will try to make a video on these related comments. So like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.